Hello YouTube watchers and subscribers. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day, especially here in the UK because it's 26 degrees. Yep, 26 degrees today. And that means it's hot for us anyway. The reason why I'm here is to give you guys an update on the Morphy Richards ductless air conditioning unit. Right, you see my face there? It went a bit serious because this update's to give you guys more information on this product. Yeah guys, and it's not good. It's not good at all. And sad to say, I was hoping this was going to be the one. And as I said in my unboxing review video, the first ever portable ductless air conditioning unit. That was the mantra given, yeah guys? Sad to say, it's not the first, and there is still a way to go. Yeah guys, because Morphy Richards, they haven't cracked it, I tell you that. Yep, here we go guys. This is the Morphy Richards ductless air conditioning unit right there. And what you're looking at on the right hand side of me anyway is the EcoFlow Wave 2 air conditioning unit, which is portable and is a air conditioning unit, yeah? And when I say it's an air conditioning unit, it's got a BTU rating, a British thermal unit rating of 6,100 BTU guys. Yep, it's got an official BTU rating, which means it can extract 6,100 units of hot air per hour. Yeah guys, get rid of that. Get rid of that hot air. This thing hasn't got a BTU rating. Should have seen it from the off. Any air conditioning unit that hasn't got a BTU rating, it just ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna work. The workings behind it, the reason why I thought it might work was because it's had the water. Somehow it would get rid of the hot air or make it way cooler, which it does. It does make the warm air coming out the rear not as hot as it would have been, yeah, but it's still too much to cool the room down, because what you end up doing is blowing out cold air from the front, which it does blow out cold air, cooler air, maybe not as cold as this EcoFlow Wave 2, but cold enough to cool a room, so that's good. The problem with that though is that while that's blowing cool air out to me in my face and keeping me nice and cool directly, which it does, the room itself starts heating up. Why? Because that warm air is kicking out the back. Yeah guys, it's kicking out the back, and sad to say, it's warm enough to warm the room up, yeah? So if you shut all the doors and your windows and everything like that and contain this air conditioning unit in an enclosed space, suddenly you start feeling the room starting to get warm. Yeah, sad to say guys. Yep, if you're standing right in front of this air conditioning unit and it's blowing that cold air on you directly, yes, you will feel cooler directly, yeah? But when you move away and you go to somewhere else, you start feeling kind of hot again, yeah, because it's warm. So sad to say, Morphy Richards, they're a great company. I've got quite a few Morphy Richards gear, especially in the kitchen. We've got a rice cooker, Morphy Richards rice cooker, etc. So, you know, Morphy Richards, they do a lot of stuff, yeah, which is really good. But sad to say, on this particular unit here, this air conditioning, portable ductless air conditioning unit, they just haven't cracked it yet. Sad to say, they just haven't cracked it. It is a very good though, I must say, fan unit, dehumidifier unit. It does dehumidify, there's no doubt about that. Yep, if you use it as a dehumidifier, it's fine. If you use it as a fan, it's great, it's fine. Aesthetically, it's wonderful. As you can see, it looks different than the rest, as they say. Yeah, it looks different to the rest. It's modern, it's stylish. I've had no problems whatsoever using the app. App is great. The software works for me. It's very quick. When I press a button for anything, it works, yeah? It's got all the bells and whistles that you want on the app. That's fine. The only problem is, as far as I can see with this unit, is it's not a good ductless air conditioning unit at all. Yeah, it's not an air conditioning unit, to be quite honest with you. I mean, to me, you can look at it as a what are those ones? Coolers, sorry. You can look at it as a cooler that uses water and it cools the air down, but uses the water to cool the air. This is what this is, as far as I'm concerned, yeah? It's a water-filled cooler, not a ductless air conditioning unit. And the thing that makes it bad as a cooler is that it kicks out warm air from the rear, and a cooler doesn't. A cooler interacts with, usually you might put some ice in there with cold water and put some ice to really cool it down even more, and then the cooler kicks out cold air. This thing doesn't do it. It kicks out cold air, yes, but then kicks out warm air from the rear as well. So, yep, sad to say, it's not as good as I was hoping it to be. And Morphy Richards, I don't think they can release this to the retail market, me personally, because when you market something as the first portable ductless air conditioning unit, people expect an air conditioning unit to work as an air conditioning unit of what we know of, which means it cools the room down and it doesn't kick out any warm air. This thing does, so people will not look at it as such. This, the EcoFlow Wave 2, is a portable duct, though, vented air conditioning unit, and it does cool the room down. So this ticks all the boxes. It's not pretending to be a ductless air conditioning unit, which means you can use it without that exhaust pipe there. You need that exhaust pipe to get all that hot air out. And as you can see there next to it is my Delta 2 battery, and that's it, guys. Look at it, those two together work like a dream. It runs that portable Wave 2 EcoFlow air conditioning unit for a good few hours. 7 hours, guys. Yep, the Wave 2 with the Delta 2 can run this air conditioning unit for 7 hours. That's great, guys. That is great. That's a proper portable air conditioning unit, yeah? You can bring it wherever. It's meant for camping, yes, for tents. You can put it in a tent and it will exhaust the air out in your tent. You can use it in an outhouse like what I use it for sometimes. And in this room, a converted conservatory area here, extension. So yeah, this is what this can do. The only thing is, because it is vented, you've got to look for somewhere to get that damn pipe up to. That's the only concern. And to stop the hot air coming back into your room somehow, I don't know, curtains, etc. I've used curtains. I've closed my curtains, put the pipe out with the window open, and that keeps all the cool air in, but it still allows the hot air to come out. So that's how I usually do it in my bedroom, put it that way, guys. So yep, that's it, guys. Not very good news as far as the ductless portable air conditioning unit from Morphy Richards. I thought I'd do this update. Let's get me face in it now. I thought I'd do this update because I don't want you guys seeing my previous video thinking, yeah, it's great. That chap said it's a really good unit. I did test it. It was good at the time because it wasn't that hot. That's the first thing. And the cool air being pumped out the back, it does pump out cool air for a while. Yeah, guys, it blows out cool air from the front it blows out cool air from the back, but then suddenly after a while, say an hour or something like that, it starts kicking out, or less, half an hour, it starts kicking out warm air. And that's it, it doesn't stop it. It doesn't stop kicking out warm air. So that's why I had to update you guys, just to make sure I got the facts right. Yeah, I want you to know that this Morphy Richards ductless air conditioning unit is not as air conditioning as they say it is. Yeah guys, so back to the drawing board, Morphy Richards, or whoever else is out there trying to be the first with a fully ductless portable air conditioning unit that cools a room down and doesn't kick out warm air. We're still waiting for that, guys. So yep, as you can see, I'm wearing my merch here. There's me hat merch there, and as you can see here, I got me white merch t-shirt out. So because it's nice and hot, so I've got this out and I'm using it with the 𝐬𝐻𝐫𝐿 KM18 microphone, wireless microphone, which I've done a review on a few days ago. So this is how it sounds, just giving you this update. So hey guys, until the next video, I will catch you guys later.